Hello and welcome. Adita Lang here, and in today's strength class, we are going to work on a full body workout utilizing a lighter set and a heavier set of weight and a mat. But first things first, cleared out area, nothing to get into your way. Water close by, you'll take breaks when you need to, and work at a pace that's comfortable to you. Can we tap our toe? Now, as you're tapping your toe, bend your knees right at the center, lowering your body weight, then pulling back up. Shoulders are back and down, reaching one arm forward, then the other. Simply encouraging our blood circulation, warming up the entire body so that we are ready to get strong together. Now reach across the chest. And come back to center, hold the arms in the end. Simply lift one leg up after the other, landing with a nice soft knee. Again, shoulders stay back and down. Tap your toe, reach the arm forward. And across the chest. Inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Lifting one leg up at a time. And tap the toe one last time. Reach. Across the chest. You have 4 and 3. Now 2 and 1. Hold to the left. Roll through the back foot. Up and down. Reach up. One more time. Now hold the heel down. Stretch your calf. And from this position, use your front leg and lift up and land. Up and land. Contracting the glutes to hold the leg up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Now stepping your back leg in, extending the left, bending your right, and hinging forward, feeling the stretch along the left hamstring. Deep breath, and exhale, tailbone back. One more time, big deep breath. Exhale, tailbone back. And from center. Tapping the toe, reach your arm forward. Across the chest. And hold the arm center. Leg comes up, landing with a nice soft knee. Tap your toe again and reach. Across the chest. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold to the right. Roll down. This time reaching the arms out to the sides. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stretch your calf. Now utilizing the back leg. Reach up and land. Contract the glutes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping your leg in, extending the right, and bending the left as you hinge. Deep breath. Exhale, tailbone goes back. One more time, big deep breath. Exhale. And come center, both feet out. Inhale. Exhale, side stretch to one side. Pushing the left the left hip down. Now the left shoulder comes down and reach the arm across and hold. The other side, up and over. Hold here. Come back in, reach across, hold, and taking both arms behind your back. A little stretch back, shoulders go back. Try to lift your hands up as much as you can and hold. And release. Can we start with our heavier weights? Now abdominals are nice and tight as you're pulling up your weights. And starting with a plie. Feet are out, chest is up tall, shoulders are back and down. Bending down one time. Now, come down, just glance with your eyes. Make sure the knee is right over the ankle. And once your feet are in place, then squeeze from the glutes up and press out through the knees. Taking your time and training intentionally, which means you're feeling the muscles do their job. Contract the glutes, press the knees out. 4 more. And 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Now, I know these are heavier weights. Shoulders are back and down. Hammer curls up and down. The goal here is you want to be able to bend the elbow and lift the weight fluidly. If you feel like you're struggling, then lower the weight. If you feel like it's very easy, then maybe you need more weight. Now, you contract from the center, so you're tightening in the ribs and the abdominals, keeping the shoulders back, and feeling your bicep curl as you bend your elbow. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Using your breath, one more on each arm. Up. Excellent. And feet go back out. Nice and wide. Remember, come down once. Make sure your knees are in place. And then squeeze up and down. Up and down. Contracting from the glutes, pressing out through the knees. And always making sure that the knee stays over the ankle. Never the toes. 5 more. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up, back to hammer curl, shoulders back and down, one arm at a time, feeling your bicep contract the minute you bend your elbow. And the goal is to keep the elbow in one spot. So you're almost not moving forward nor back, it's staying in one spot. And you are simply bending your forearm up. Using your breath. Inhale and exhale. We have one more on each arm. Up. Excellent. And come down. Now, you can stay this way, but I'm going to turn sideways. It's easier for you to see. Going first into a lunge position. Chest is up nice and tall. Now, here's what we're going to do. Coming down. Now we hinge. One back row. Come up and lift. Down, hinge, back row. Up and lift. Down, hinge, back row. Up and lift. Now the key to the hinge is to make sure you're bending from the hip, which keeps us at neutral spine. And squeezing the elbows together as you back row. 2 more. 1 more. And up. Other side. You didn't have to turn. You can just stay and just put the other leg back. I did that so you can see me. Are we ready? Coming down. Hinge. Back row. Up. Coming down. Hinge. Back row. Lift up and lift. One way, exhale the other. Feeling the shoulder blades connect. And squeezing from the glutes as you come up. 2 more. 1 more. Are you ready to come to the floor? So make sure you can drink some water. And let's set our mat down on the ground with all of our toys. Starting with your legs extended out, about hip distance apart. Try to sit up as best as you can. If you feel like this is all you've got, I want you to roll a towel or even part of your mat so it props you up a little bit higher and it'll be easier to sit up taller. Toes are towards you, deep breath. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale again and exhale. One more time, deep breath. Exhale. And come center. Bringing yourself around. Now, taking lighter weights on either side of your mat. I want you to balance the 3 points that are on the floor. You of neutral spine. Think elbow out towards me and pull out and down, working the back of your shoulder. Inhale and exhale. Out towards me. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're not done with this arm yet. This time moving forward. Reach out and back. Out and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. That weight goes down. Other side, starting from the side for a posterior delt. Elbow out to the side. And out. Your weight is balanced on all 3 points. Bracing from your center and keeping that your neutral spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, coming forward, out and back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, setting your weight down. I'll move that one so you can actually see me. So I want you to come down onto your elbows into a plank position. So your shoulders are right above your elbows. Your body weight's nice and centered. Now focusing first on the left leg. And here's what I want you to do. Try not to think about lifting. I want you to think about contracting your glutes. So if you squeeze your left glute enough, it will lift up off the ground. Not very high, but that's okay. But the focus is on contracting the glute as opposed to lifting. At the same time, you're bracing from your center. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. Same thing with the other side. Contracts the glute. Pulling your navel up towards your spine and pulling in from the rib cage. 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, bring yourself all the way back to child's pose. Deep breath here. And exhale, we have one more round. Getting ready. Okay, balancing out your weight, right in the center. Posterior delt first. Out and down. Bracing from your center and breathing as you move. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come forward, forward and back. One more. And down. Last arm. Are you ready? Posterior delt. Elbow to the side. Inhale and exhale. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold center. Reach forward and back. Forward and back. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And from center. Are you ready? Coming down into a plank, starting with your left leg. Contract the glute. Contract. Notice how my spine stays in neutral. My hips are lined up with my knees and my shoulders. And the shoulders are right over the elbows. Up. You have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Up and down. Trying to keep your body nice and centered. Utilizing the breath as you move. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Separating your knees, sit back. And now, utilizing our bigger weights on either side, and we'll keep our little ones close by too. Taking yourself over on your side and bringing yourself all the way back. I think I'm sweating. This is good. We have a good workout going on here. Pull both knees into the chest. Deep breath and exhale. Both feet come down, hands behind the head. And simply holding the weight of your head in your hands. So relax your head, feel the weight in your hands. Now engage from your rib cage and squeeze your ribs and release. So the tighter you squeeze your rib cage, the higher you come up off the ground. But notice I'm not lifting very high. Squeeze and down. So the movement is not huge. It's all from the rib cage. Inhale and exhale. Five and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, starting out with your heavier weights. Now shoulders are pushed back towards the mat. Your knuckles are up to the sky so your wrist is very straight. And now open your elbows out 90 degrees and then push up, working your chest. This is called a chest press. Now we're gonna do 2 here, 1 more. And now come back down, and now only the left arm. Chest stays up, abdominals are engaged, shoulder stays back against the mat. 1 more. Hold the arm down, other side. Inhale one way, exhale the other. 2 more. And come down, setting both weights down. Hands behind the head. Once again, hovering off the mat, feeling 8 to 10 pounds in your hands. Now all your focus moves to your rib cage and squeeze the ribs and release. Inhale one way, exhale the other. One more. And come down, hugging the knees back into the chest. Deep breath and exhale. And taking our weights once again. So arms are out, knuckles to the sky, shoulders back into the mat, and press. 2 more. This time, stay up. Left arm only. Keeping the center engaged. Take your time and keep your knuckles facing up. 1 more. Hold the left arm up, right arm down. One more time. And come down, setting your weights down. Taking your lighter weights. They go straight up. Same thing with the knuckles, so your wrist is very straight, shoulders into the mat. And this time, bend back so the weights come right by the ears and straight up. Thinking about the back of your arm, your tricep. So just like we engaged our bicep and we've engaged our legs, I want you to think about engaging the back of your arm so you feel your tricep contract as you extend your arms up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold yourself here. Now bring the elbows down by your sides and push straight up for shoulders. Again, keeping your knuckles aiming up. Three, 2, and 1. Bring the arms down. We're going to use those again in a bit. Taking your feet hip distance, hands by your side, shoulders back, and pull the hips up. Your goal is to create a straight line from the knee all the way to the shoulders. Now, starting with the left leg, lift and lower. Again, keeping this straight line without lowering your hips, so you must engage your glutes and engage your center. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. The other side, up and down. Holding yourself up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet down and lower your hips down. Taking our weights once again. Arms come up, shoulders back, knuckles to the sky, and down for triceps. Feeling your tricep contract as you extend your arm up. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Now pull the elbows down and push up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, setting the weights down. Are you ready? Shoulders go back. Let's do this. Feet are hip distance all the way up, starting with your left leg, up and down. Notice how nothing changes. I'm holding strong. I want you to do the same as you're breathing. Inhale and exhale. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Readjust your posture. Keep the hip up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, knees to the chest. Crossing one foot over in a figure 4 and pull in. And release, other side. And release. So bringing ourselves over, I'm going to move these weights because we don't really need them anymore. There we go. Now, hands go outside of the mat. Yes, we have push-ups. Chest will land right in between your hands, and as you bend, it's 90 degrees and back up. Inhale one way, exhale the other. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold yourself here. Taking both arms up and back. Now, bring yourself back to all fours. Think left leg. Right here, you feel yourself in the center. Your hips are in the center. The goal is not to change that. Step your left knee out. And now lift and lower without leaning into your right. It's not a very large lift. And as you're lifting, you feel the glute contract. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center. Left the weights in the way. There we go. Now other side, keep yourself centered without leaning and lift to the side. Keeping all 3 points, holding your body weight and the hip right over the knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come center, hands out to the side, body body in position. Let's go. Down and up. Inhale and exhale. Glance at your elbows. They should land right over the wrist. Your center is engaged. And it feels as if all your body weight is in your hands. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back. Bring yourself into all fours. Keeping the hips right where it should be. Left knee out and lift. Not very high, contracting from the glute and trying not to push into the right hip. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center, other side. Notice how I stay with neutral spine and I'm not leaning into my hip. I'm keeping myself very centered. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent job. We did it. Another great time to grab some water. In the meantime, I will cross my foot over, big deep breath, and exhale and hinge forward. Pulling your knee up and turning to the side, chest is tall. And again, come forward. And knee up. One more time. Forward. Knee up. And release, other side. Hinge forward. And up. And hinge forward. And come center. Both feet together. Deep breath. And exhale and hinge. Feeling the stretch in the inner thighs. Inhale. And your knees may be up in the air. That's okay. And just really just basically shift your weight forward. And sitting any way you want to. You can have your legs extended. They can be crossed wherever you feel like it. I just want your torso tall. And now give yourself a nice side stretch. Inhale and exhale. Again, deep breath. Exhale. And release, other side. Up and over. And center, inhale. And exhale. Deep breath. And exhale. And come center. Hands behind the head, turn to the left. Pulling your left elbow back as far as you can. Accentuating the stretch in your chest and shoulders. And come center, and the other side. Elbow goes back. And come center. Now utilize your hands for a little bit of resistance. Stretch your chin down. Feel the stretch behind the neck. And now use your hands to resist as you come up. And again, chin to chest. And resist, chin to chest. Resist up. One more time, chin to chest. And resist. Interlacing your hands this time, stretching your hands towards me. And release. When we're holding weights, our hands get cramped up. Release and stretch. This time, arms go up and over. Deep breath and exhale. Press only the shoulders forward. Shoulders forward. You're still sitting up tall, still have neutral spine. And pull the arms up and back. Shoulders go back. Now shoulders come forward. Now watch the shoulders. Squeeze them back in together. And release. And squeeze back in together. One more time. Release and squeeze back. Hold, arms open. Pull them back and hinge slightly forward. Deep breath. And exhale. Hinge. One more time, deep breath. Exhale and hinge. And release. Shoulders up, back, and around. Now extending one leg out, one leg in. Inhale and exhale and hinge forward. Deep breath. Exhale. One more time. So same leg, shifting yourself over to the right. Leg goes back and you have two options. You could bend the knee and pull the knee back on its very own, or you could reach for your pant legs or your ankle and pull the leg back. Feeling the stretch along your quadricep, front of the thigh, and release. Other side, extend the leg, hinge forward, deep breath, and exhale. One more time, and hinge, hold. Now come up, shift your weight, leg can go back on its own, or you can give it a little assistance, either way. And release. It was great having you in class today. Be sure you go out there and drink plenty of water. Of course, you keep the body moving, and until next time, bye for now.